Archangel Michael speaks. This is urgent. There is painful news approaching your home concerning the one who hurt you. Open your heart quickly. My beloved child, pause everything for a moment. I need your full attention right now. I know life moves quickly and your thoughts have been heavy, but what I am about to reveal is something you can no longer ignore. This is not casual. This is urgent. It concerns someone who caused you deep pain, and something is moving toward you, something that will break the silence that has lingered like a shadow at your door. I am Archangel Michael, and I do not speak unless sent by divine command. Today, I have been sent to deliver this truth, and it is far from ordinary. This message is a warning wrapped in mercy. A heartbreak is approaching, and this time it will not hide behind silence or unspoken words. It will come directly to you. The one who made you cry when they should have protected you. The one who vanished when you needed them most. The one who deceived and never confessed. Yes, that person is about to be revealed. And your heart, precious child, must be prepared. I know these words are heavy. I can feel the weight pressing on your chest. The questions rising within you. Who, when, what will happen next? But listen carefully. I am not here to bring fear. I am here to prepare you. Because what is coming is not only painful, it carries a hidden blessing. What has been concealed is about to be brought into the light. Beloved, before we go further, take a brief pause. If you feel something stirring within your soul, if your heart began to race as you read these words, know that it is not by chance. Stay attentive, because what comes next is not something to be missed. Heaven is watching who chooses to listen and who turns away. Glowing star, your confirmation matters. Subscribe and let the angels know I'm listening. Now let's continue. The person who once hurt you thought you would never recover. They assumed you'd stay broken. They were convinced that their absence would be the end of your story. But God had a different plan. Heaven kept you under watch. Every tear you cried, I saw it. Every night you whispered why into the darkness, I recorded it. But now something has shifted. A letter, a message, a knock, or even a confrontation is on its way. It will bring you the truth about the betrayal, about what was hidden from you, about the things done behind your back when you were too in love to question it. And guess what? The person who caused it, they're starting to panic. They know the truth is no longer safe. They can feel the spiritual alarms going off. They know that the one they hurt is no longer in the dark, and they are terrified. Archangel Michael has been sent ahead of this moment. I've been watching them. I've seen the guilt in their silence, the way they avoid your name, the way they secretly check on you to see if you're happy without them, the way they talk about regret to others but never to you. But now they don't have a choice. Something bigger than them is about to expose them. The heartbreaking part. It didn't have to be this way. They were given chances. They were given dreams, warnings, nudges from heaven to do the right thing. But they ignored them, and now they will no longer be able to hide. My child, this isn't just about heartbreak. It's about closure. It's about finally understanding why that chapter hurts so much. It's about freeing you from the invisible chains that still hold your heart. When you look at the past, God is preparing you not to fall apart, but to finally let go. Because what's coming to your home, whether it's a letter, a call, a person, or even a spiritual sign, is meant to open the final door so you can walk out of it free. You've been asking God for clarity. This is the answer. not in the way you expected, but in the way you needed. The one who hurt you is not just dealing with guilt, they're dealing with consequences. And as they try to run from what's coming, the truth is running faster. You may feel anger, confusion, sadness. That's okay. Let it pass through you like a storm, because after the storm comes the truth, and after the truth comes peace. But now I ask something very sacred of you. Don't close your heart again. Don't shut the door out of fear, because when this truth arrives, you'll need your heart open, your eyes clear, and your spirit grounded in faith. Your life is about to change. Yes, you heard me. It's about to shift now. There's a reason you were guided to this message at this exact moment. There's a reason your soul is tingling right now. God is speaking, and the angels are surrounding you. You're not alone. You never were. Even in the night you broke down and no one knew we were there. Even when you screamed into your pillow and said, "I'm done," heaven heard it. And that's why this message was sent, because you deserve peace. You deserve answers. You deserve justice. And child, you deserve a love that won't disappear when things get hard. The person who hurt you might be returning, not to love you, but because what they hid can no longer be hidden. And now they're afraid of being found out. But don't let their fear confuse you. Let the truth guide you. Let Archangel Michael protect you, and let your faith carry you through this final confrontation. Soon you will say, "I understand now," and your soul will sigh in relief. This is not the end. This is the beginning, because the heartbreak that's coming to your home is also the proof that heaven never forgot about you, and that you were never truly broken, only being prepared. Now breathe, stay alert, stay strong, and wait, because this is about to unfold faster than you think. And now, as your heart begins to steady, and your spirit leans in closer, let me tell you what I see coming toward you. Yes, I see it clearly. A delivery of truth wrapped not in paper, but in divine timing. You may hear a voice you thought you'd never hear again, or receive a message that stops you in your tracks. Maybe it's an old number lighting up your phone. Maybe it's a familiar name whispered by someone unexpected. But however it comes, know this, it is guided. You didn't imagine the pain. You didn't exaggerate the silence. You weren't too sensitive. You were right to feel what you felt. And now heaven is backing you up, the one who hurt you. They are being confronted spiritually, mentally, emotionally. They are being pulled into a place where they must face what they did. Because the truth always comes knocking. And child, it is knocking now. Not to break you again, but to bless you with a clear heart and a clean path. Don't fear this heartbreak that's on its way. I know that sounds impossible, but the moment you stop fearing it, you'll feel your power return. The power that was slowly taken from you by confusion, by waiting, by wondering if you were ever enough. Let me say this. You were not only enough, you were more than they could handle. That's why they ran. That's why they lied. That's why they hid. Because when someone sees the light of your soul and knows they can't match it, they sabotage it. But they forgot one thing. God never leaves his child in confusion for long. He lets it run just long enough to give them a chance to repent. And when they don't, he moves, and that's what's happening now. God is moving, and so is the truth. Archangel Michael has his sword drawn not to harm, but to cut ties that are no longer in alignment with your soul's purpose. Because you've outgrown betrayal, you've outgrown lies, you've outgrown waiting for someone to treat you right. My child, Someone from heaven has been watching you closely, a soul who once loved you deeply, maybe a grandparent, a friend, a parent, or someone who passed with love in their heart for you. They've been whispering to you through dreams, sending signs you may have ignored, repeating numbers, songs on the radio, sudden thoughts that made no sense until now. They are with me, and they are helping prepare you, because this heartbreak that's coming, it's not punishment. It's release. It's divine exposure. You are not who you were when you were hurt. You are not that fragile anymore. You are not powerless. In fact, you are about to walk into one of the most powerful seasons of your life. But God cannot bless what's surrounded in deceit, so He is clearing the air. And unfortunately, sometimes truth comes in the form of shock. Sometimes the person you love is the person who hurt you the most. And sometimes the apology never comes from their lips, but from God in the form of truth and justice. You are going to hear something soon. And when you do, I need you to remember this message. It was never about revenge. It was about alignment. God is aligning your life. And if something or someone cannot walk with you into the next chapter, He will remove them, no matter how much you love them. I know you feel the shift already, that strange stirring in your stomach, that breath you didn't know you were holding, that emotion rising in your chest. Let it rise. Let it move through you. Let it prepare you, because I promise you what's coming next is not a collapse. It's a correction. And corrections are always followed by clarity. And clarity is followed by new beginnings. My child, this is not your punishment. This is your protection. This is your prophecy unfolding. This is your moment to understand why everything happened the way it did. Even their silence was an answer. Even their betrayal had a role. Even their rejection was a redirection. And now God is writing the final line of that chapter. But He's not doing it behind your back. He's doing it right in front of you so that you never question your worth again. So that you never think being loyal means tolerating disrespect. So that you never settle again for anything less than the love He knows you deserve. Now I say this with all of heaven behind me. Be still. Keep your peace. Don't chase what's running away from you. Don't argue with anyone about what they did. Don't wait by the door. Just open your hands and receive the truth that's coming. Because the same person who thought they got away with hurting you is about to face the very justice of heaven, and you are going to rise. You are going to be free. You are going to be stronger. You are going to attract a new kind of love, one that doesn't need hiding, healing, or heavy pain to feel real. You are going to smile again, laugh again, love again, but this time with someone who deserves your soul. And that, my child, is why this heartbreak has to arrive. Not to break you, but to complete your healing, to finalize your freedom, to cleanse your heart. Now breathe again. Do you feel that? That weight lifting. That's me. That's Archangel Michael. I'm with you. I'll guard your door when the truth arrives. I'll stand between you and anything that dares to hurt you again. I'll whisper when it's time to speak and shout when it's time to walk away. But I'll never leave your side, because your story doesn't end in heartbreak. It begins in truth, and truth is almost at your door. So let your heart stay open, even if it trembles. Let your soul listen closely now, because what I am telling you is wrapped in both warning and blessing. The one who hurt you thought time would erase their actions. They thought distance would cover their intentions. But the eyes of God see deeper than human apologies. and no secret is safe forever. The season of hiding is over for them and for you. You are being called into the light, child. And the light is not gentle when it exposes what has been done in the dark, but it is loving. It is sent by heaven to make sure that your next season of love, joy, and divine favor is not built on shaky foundations. It is built on truth. You deserve to know the full story, and God is about to hand you the missing piece. You may cry. That's okay. Let every tear be a release of old weight. Let your pain pour out like water being drained from a cup that's been too full for too long. Because when it is emptied, God will fill it with peace. He will pour something new into you, something holy. This person who once played with your heart, they are now being played by time. They thought they had more of it. They thought they could leave you confused forever. But time is no longer their shield. Now it is your sword. Time is now on your side, and it is bringing justice to your doorstep. You will hear something shocking. It might be a confession from someone close to them. It might be a message forwarded to you by someone who knows the truth. It might be their own desperate voice trying to explain what can no longer be explained. But whatever form it takes, do not let it shake your worth. Because even if they say they still love you, even if they come crying with regret in their eyes, remember this: love without truth is manipulation. And you, child of God, are not someone to be manipulated anymore. You have grown, you have prayed, you have sat in the quiet and asked the heavens why. And now the heavens are responding with something louder than you expected. The truth, your healing is not up for negotiation. Your future is not going to be compromised for temporary emotions. You are not meant to be pulled back into a cycle of almost maybe and not quite. This heartbreak is sacred because it is the last time your soul will carry this particular wound. You are not going back to that place again. You are not repeating this lesson because God is passing the test for you. He is finishing what you could not finish on your own. And I, Archangel Michael, am standing guard over your house. Even now, as you read these words, your energy is shifting. Even now, your angels are surrounding you, calming your breath, clearing the space around your spirit. The heaviness in your chest, it is lifting. The confusion in your heart, it is leaving. The fear in your mind, it is fading. Because what is coming is not just heartbreak. It is truth that will set you free. You are not meant to be anyone's second choice. You are not meant to be loved in secret. You are not meant to be remembered only when they are lonely. You are meant to be chosen fully, openly, loudly, and the person who hurt you, they did not know how to hold that kind of light. But now they know what they have lost. Yes, that is what is coming to your house. Not just a heartbreak, but the realization that someone is finally seeing what they let go, and it is too late. Child, do not block your blessings by clinging to what broke you. Let this truth enter. Let it cleanse the space. Let it prepare you for the joy that is waiting just beyond this moment. God is not taking something from you. He is returning something to you. Your strength, your clarity, your peace, your divine authority to say, "This is not for me anymore." There is someone out there who will never make you wonder where you stand. There is someone who will not run when things get hard. There is someone who is praying right now for a heart like yours. And God is guiding you to them. But before you can meet them, this chapter must end. And it will soon. Prepare, watch, listen. Something is about to come to your door. and once you open it, you will never be the same. The truth is coming. The one who hurt you cannot stop it. The angels are carrying it now. As you breathe, heaven is moving, and you, beloved, are rising. And now, beloved, as we move closer to the end of this message, the divine truth that you were chosen to receive, I need you to hear this clearly. The person who hurt you is already feeling the weight of what they did, not because they suddenly became a better person, but because the spiritual protection over your life is making their soul restless. They cannot sleep the way they used to. They cannot walk freely without sensing eyes watching them, not human eyes, but heavenly ones. Every lie they told, every promise they broke, every time they made you feel small, it has echoed in the spiritual realm. And now the echo is turning into thunder. That's why you've been feeling something in the air. That's why random memories have been flashing back. That's why dreams have been intense and your emotions deeper than usual. Because the angels have been gently preparing your spirit for this, for the moment when truth would knock on your door and ask you, are you ready to stop hurting? Are you ready to stop pretending you were okay when you weren't? Are you ready to accept that you deserve more? This is that moment, and it is sacred. The message that's coming to your house, maybe in the form of a message, a voice, a face, or even a silent knowing, is not an accident. It is a divine conclusion. The person who hurt you might still try to charm you. They may use the same old words, the same soft voice, the same wounded eyes, but you will not fall for it this time. Because now you know, now you see, now you are aware that true love never leaves you guessing, never makes you feel like you have to earn it, never watches you suffer and stays silent. This is not about revenge. It is about your redirection. Heaven never needed to punish them. Heaven just needed you to wake up, and you are awake now finally. You may feel emotions rise after reading this. Let them cry if you must, not because you are weak, but because your spirit is finally being washed clean. This is the beginning of emotional freedom. You have carried them in your heart for so long. You tried to forgive them, even when they were not sorry. You tried to believe their silence was just confusion, not carelessness, but now God is showing you exactly what it was. And it was not love, it was fear. Fear of your light, fear of your worth, fear of your destiny without them. But guess what? You are still standing. You are still becoming, and the story they walked away from, God is rewriting it without them on the last page. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are blessed to be separated from what you did not even realize was delaying you. So take this heartbreak that's coming and rise with it. Do not run from it. Do not numb it. Do not beg the pain to stop. Let it happen. Let the message come. Let the truth arrive. Let the confrontation, the confession, the exposure come. Because after it leaves your doorstep, you will be walking lighter. You will be loving stronger. You will be living free. And the one who hurt you, they will watch. They will feel. They will remember the moment they lost the one person who loved them beyond measure. But you will heal, and you will no longer keep love that only bruises you. You will only accept love that builds you. My beloved, I, Archangel Michael, speak not just as a messenger, but as your divine guardian. And I say with all the power given to me from heaven, you are not alone in this. You are not meant to suffer forever. You are being delivered even now. A shift is already beginning. Hearts are being stirred. Conversations are being had behind closed doors. Eyes are being opened, and your name is on the lips of heaven. Let this heartbreak come. Let the story close. Let the truth ring out, because when it does, you will step into a new season. Not with fear, but with fire. The fire of knowing who you are. The fire of never settling again. The fire of divine identity. The fire of being seen by heaven and chosen for joy. This is not the end of your love story. This is the beginning of the chapter where you are loved, back fully, openly, without delay, without damage, and without doubt. So when the knock comes, when the message arrives, when the voice trembles on the other side of the truth, remember this. You do not need their apology to be whole. You do not need their return to be complete. You only need one thing, to say yes to God's plan for your peace. Close your eyes. Feel this moment. You are ready. Dove, this was your divine sign. Archangel Michael was sent to tell you what your soul already knew. It is time to let go. It is time to heal. It is time to live in truth. Let it come. Let it hurt. Let it heal. Let it free you. The truth is coming to your home, and your freedom is walking in right behind it. And now that you have heard it, now that your spirit has felt the tremble of this divine warning wrapped in light, stay with me. Do not look away. This is not just a message. It is a mirror. It is not just prophecy. It is permission from heaven for you to finally let go of what has been silently choking your joy. Because what is about to unfold, this heartbreaking message that's coming to your home, will not destroy you. It will reveal you. It will reveal the parts of you that kept forgiving when you were the one bleeding. It will reveal how deeply you have been loving, even when you were left in the dark. It will show you just how much you were willing to carry, silently, patiently, faithfully, but no more silence, no more waiting, no more keeping their secrets at the cost of your peace. Heaven has seen everything. The tears you wiped before anyone could see them. The smiles you faked so no one would ask questions. The nights you stared at your ceiling, replaying memories, wondering if maybe it was your fault, but it was not. And now, the truth. Yes, the whole truth is on its way. The heartbreak will come dressed as news. It will come wrapped in the voice of someone you once trusted. It might shake you. It might feel like the floor beneath your feet is moving. But do not panic, because that is not the floor breaking. That is the chains. And child chains are supposed to break. You are being loosed from the trauma, loosed from the lie, loosed from the belief that you are only worthy when someone else validates it. You are worthy because God Himself has declared you worthy, and no act of betrayal can ever rewrite that truth. They may have laughed as they walked away. They may have spoken proudly of leaving, believing you would fall apart, beg for their return, and lose your light. But you didn't. You endured. You evolved. You became stronger. Now heaven is honoring everything you went through with clarity. This heartbreak was not sent to punish you, but to affirm you, to confirm what your spirit has always known. You were never the problem. You were never too much. Your love was never wasted. It was genuine and pure, and the one who failed to value it is about to understand what it means to lose something they cannot replace. Do not answer them with anger. Do not react with bitterness, because your healing will speak louder than any words. Your peace will last longer than any apology they could ever give, and your silence, grounded in strength, will become the most powerful message they will ever witness. Heaven is lifting you to a higher place now, beyond the reach of betrayal, beyond manipulation, into a space where truth surrounds you and you are finally safe. Archangel Michael has already raised his sword in the Spirit, not to wage war, but to sever the ties that kept you bound. You were never meant to live in confusion. You were meant to walk in certainty. And child, that certainty is arriving with this very message. Prepare your heart, prepare your emotions, because once truth enters, it never leaves unchanged. It transforms everything. This is your season of transformation. They believed they ended your story, but in truth, they only wrote its beginning. The rest is being written by God now, and it is being written for your good. So when the knock comes, when the message appears, when the one who disappeared returns with explanations, stand firm, not in ego, but in peace, not in pride, but in quiet power. You no longer need to prove anything to anyone, because God is revealing something through you. He is showing that no betrayal can stop destiny, no heartbreak can cancel purpose, and no silence can erase a calling. And your calling is bigger than this pain. Your future is wider than this moment. Your soul is ready for release. Do not close your eyes now. Do not numb this part. Walk through it, even if it hurts, even if it stings. Because what is waiting on the other side of this heartbreak is something you never expected but always hoped for. Real love, true peace, deep joy, clear direction, open heaven. But you have to let go of what wounded you. You have to receive this heartbreak as a holy message. You are done with survival. Now you step into abundance. I, Archangel Michael, speak one final truth as I wrap this message. This heartbreak may feel like an ending, but it is really an invitation into the next version of you, the one who is not tied to past pain, the one who is not haunted by what if, the one who does not wait for others to recognize their worth, the one who finally fully fearlessly lives. You are ready. You are covered. You are protected. You are chosen. So let the heartbreak come. Let the truth arrive. Let the old burn away, because you, beloved, are about to rise from these ashes, and the glow will be seen by heaven and earth alike. And now, as the air shifts around you, as your heart begins to open like a flower touched by the first warm light of dawn, let this be your sacred confirmation. You were never meant to carry all this pain alone. The burden was heavy because your love was deep. But even deep love needs to be met. It needs to be held. It needs to be returned. And what you gave it was pure gold. Even if they treated it like dust, even if they walked away without looking back, even if they acted like your heart did not matter, it did. It still does, and heaven saw it all. That is why Archangel Michael was sent to you, to deliver not just a message, but a healing activation. What is coming to your home will feel heavy, but only for a moment, because the truth never stays heavy for long. The truth does not weigh you down, it lifts you up. You will begin to see signs after this, not just signs in the sky, or on your phone, or in dreams, but signs inside yourself. You will feel stronger. You will stop overthinking. You will stop checking your phone, waiting for their name. You will stop wondering if maybe you were the one who messed it up, because the message that is about to arrive, it will remove the doubt. It will confirm what your soul whispered to you in the quiet. that you were always honest, that you were always faithful, that you were always real, and they were not. You will see them try to twist the story. You will see them blame timing or confusion or someone else. You will hear their explanations, but do not let their voice drown out God, because God is not confused, and neither is your soul anymore. Do you know what is coming next? Peace, finally. Not the kind that you fake for others, not the kind that you have to convince yourself of, but real peace. Peace that comes when the heart knows it no longer has to carry someone who chose to walk away. And even if they come back, even if they beg, even if they say everything you once dreamed of hearing, you will know. You will know if it's genuine. You will know if it's too late. You will know whether to open the door or keep it closed. And that knowing, that calm clarity, it is a gift from God. This is not about getting even. This is about getting free, because you, beloved, are being elevated. You are being pulled out of cycles. You are being protected from delays. You are being positioned for something bigger. And that means the people who are still playing small cannot come with you. They had their chance. They had your loyalty. They had your heart. And they threw it all into the fire. But you rose from it. You rose with more insight, more awareness, more strength than you've ever had before. And now you are about to walk into a version of yourself that no one has seen before. You are going to glow differently after this heartbreak. You are going to speak with more power. You are going to love yourself deeper. You are going to look in the mirror and finally say, I know who I am now, and you will mean it. No more confusion. No more emotional games. No more waiting on someone else to validate what God already confirmed in you. This is the final storm before the sunlight. This is the door closing before a new one opens. When the news comes, let it come. When the truth is revealed, let it speak. When the ache in your heart rises again, let it rise, and then let it go. Because healing is not about never feeling pain again. Healing is about finally knowing that pain does not own you. God is writing your next chapter. And He is not using the ink of betrayal anymore. He is writing it with joy, with freedom, with love so honest it does not hurt. It heals, and the person who hurt you, they will see you rise, and they will realize too late that heaven was always on your side, that the love they discarded was the love they will never find again. Because you were never ordinary. You were divinely assigned, and now heaven is reassigning your peace, your joy, and your destiny, not to them, but to you. This heartbreak is heaven's way of saying you are done now. You have passed the test. You have held on long enough. Now it is time to fly. Let go. Let light in. Let love, real love, find you. And never again confuse pain with purpose. Your purpose is greater. Your calling is louder, and your time has finally come. The one who hurt you will try to reach out. But by the time they do, you will be in a different place, a higher place, a place they cannot enter because healing has elevated you. You are not who you were when they left. You are not who you were when they lied. You are not who you were when they made you question yourself. You are someone new. You are someone whole. You are someone free. And now, as the final part of this divine message settles into your spirit, take one last deep breath. Breathe out their name. Breathe out the pain. Breathe out the doubt, because you are stepping into a new room now. And it is a room where only truth can live. Only joy can breathe. only divine love can survive. The heartbreak is not the end. It is the gateway. And child, the gate has opened. And now, as your spirit settles into the warmth of this truth, I want you to do something simple but sacred. Place your hand over your heart. Just feel it. That is not just a heartbeat. That is a promise. That is the sound of life still moving forward, of your purpose still unfolding, even when people walked away. That is the sound of a soul that has survived every attempt to silence it. You did not just survive the heartbreak, my beloved. You were reborn through it. The tears you cried did not go unnoticed. They watered the ground beneath you and what is now growing inside you. This strength, this stillness, this rising clarity. It is the harvest, a holy harvest from every seed of pain that you surrendered to God. And now you are about to see what heaven has been growing in silence, the heartbreaking message that is coming. It is not here to punish you. It is here to push you, not into more pain, but into peace, because sometimes peace comes only when everything false finally breaks. Sometimes peace comes after the shattering. And now something sacred is happening. You are not just healing. You are being called to a higher version of yourself. Called to let go of the version of you that waited, wept, and worried if they would ever realize what they lost. They do now. They are already feeling it. That is why they are restless. That is why they keep checking your energy in silence. That is why they think of you at odd hours. Because their soul knows what their pride still tries to deny. You were the one. You were the safe space. You were the light they never knew how to hold. But now that light is no longer flickering. It is blazing. You are a fire heaven has reignited, not to burn others, but to warm yourself. And when this message, this heartbreak arrives at your door in the form of a confession, a shocking truth, or a divine revelation, let it enter, not to destroy you, but to remind you that even heartbreak, when seen through the eyes of God, becomes a holy turning point. You will feel, you will ache for a moment, but you will not break. Not this time, because now you know. You know that closure does not always come in words. It comes in awakening. It comes in the moment you finally stop blaming yourself. It comes in the second you no longer need them to admit anything because you have already understood everything. You are your own closure now. You are your own healing. And what is coming next will feel lighter, because, my dear one, after this message is received, you will sleep differently. You will dream differently. You will walk through rooms without wondering who is still thinking of you, because you will be thinking of you, not them, not the past, not the pain, only you. And that is the moment heaven has been waiting for, the moment you finally embrace your own freedom. Let the truth arrive. Let the heartbreak speak. Let the story unfold as it was always meant to. Because this chapter, the one filled with hurt, confusion, and waiting for someone to return, is coming to an end. And a new chapter is beginning, one where you wake each day no longer hoping they come back. A chapter where you rise and thank God they walked away, because if they had stayed, you would have never discovered this version of yourself. The version that declares, I love myself too much to remain where I'm not valued. You choose peace over presence. You choose healing over history. You choose yourself. And so Archangel Michael stands at the edge of your transformation, sword in hand, light surrounding him, whispering this truth into your soul with every heartbeat. You are free now. You are loved now. You are supported now. And you are not turning back. This heartbreak is the farewell you were never able to speak. The truth that remained silent now, finally finding its voice. It is the closure heaven promised you, but that never arrived until now. It may come tonight, it may come tomorrow, but it will come. And when it does, do not be afraid. Do not shut it out. Do not run from it. Stand still, breathe deeply, and declare within your spirit, I am ready. I will no longer carry what was never mine. Release them. Release the story. Return to yourself. Because from this moment forward, it is no longer about what hurt you, but about what is healing you. And beloved, you are healing faster than you realize, so quickly that soon you will not even recognize the version of yourself who once begged for fragments of love from those who were never meant to hold your heart. Because something new is approaching. A new love is on its way. A new purpose is awakening. And it required this heartbreak to clear the path. You are not abandoned, not forgotten, not lost. You are found. You are seen. You are guided. You are chosen. Let the news come. Let the heartbreak pass through. Because when it is gone, you will be standing beneath the clearest sky your soul has ever known. This moment was never meant to find you at just any time. It was written into divine timing, a sacred instant when heaven draws closer to your soul. And even now, a quiet whisper from above is reaching out to you. Do you feel that unusual blend of calm and urgency within you? That is not imagination. It is a soul in heaven, one who loves you deeply, standing beside Archangel Michael, urging you not to turn away. They have been reaching for you, waiting for this exact moment. They have seen your tears, they understand your confusion, and they carry a message that could change everything. But before we continue, pause for just a second, because this is sacred. What you are about to receive has been hidden until now. Someone you love, who has already passed on, is watching over you, not with fear, not with judgment, but with a deep and hopeful love. They have seen something approaching, something you cannot yet see, but it is near, closer than you realize. And with all the strength they have in heaven, they asked Archangel Michael to bring this message directly to you before the moment passes. Michael says there is only a short window to receive what heaven has been urging him to deliver. If you miss this, you may miss something vital. There is something you must come to understand. This soul in heaven cannot fully rest until your spirit feels safe again. They see what others do behind your back. They hear your name spoken in places you have never been. And even in your sleep, they remain near you. They have been trying, quietly, to shield you from what is approaching. But they cannot do it alone anymore. Michael says your willingness matters. Heaven waits for your heart to open, because intervention begins when you say yes. That is why this message found you. Now, you are not reading this by mistake. You were chosen to see this at this very second because your destiny is shifting faster than anyone told you. They have been trying to speak to you through dreams, through repeating signs, through music, through random strangers, but nothing caught your full attention until now. And if you are still here, still reading, then heaven knows you are finally listening. That is why they have sent a stronger messenger this time. Michael himself, he does not come unless something critical is happening. He says that if you knew the full truth behind what is being arranged behind the veil, your knees would drop. but heaven will reveal it gently so your spirit can rise, not fall. Before we go deeper, pause and breathe. You are doing something powerful. You are opening a spiritual window. And if you want to keep receiving private, direct messages like this from God and Archangel Michael, whispers only meant for your soul, make sure you subscribe now to receive your next divine instruction. Because someone from heaven might try again tomorrow, do not miss them twice. Now listen closely. The person in heaven who has been watching over you is not just trying to protect you from pain. They are trying to rear out your path toward a promise that God made for you before you were even born. But every time you delayed your purpose, every time you doubted your worth, a little piece of that path dimmed until now. Archangel Michael says the light is coming back, but only if you let go of what has been secretly draining your energy. There is someone in your life who carries a false smile, but their energy has already been noticed by heaven. Your loved one is whispering, "I saw what they did when you were not looking." Do not ignore this sign. This is not about fear. This is about freedom. Michael says you were born with spiritual gold in your hands, and it is time to take back what was stolen from you. Emotionally, spiritually, and even financially. You felt it, have you not? That something has been off, like something is being delayed or blocked in your blessings. Your loved one in heaven has been trying to intercept the energy, but this time it requires your voice. Say this out loud after reading. I give heaven permission to clear all hidden interference from my life. Say it with power. Say it like your spirit is ready for the miracle to begin. There is someone who has spoken about you recently. Someone who is not living on earth anymore. They are remembering moments you forgot, little conversations you had with them that they treasured more than you realized. They are sending memories to your mind lately. They know what you are struggling with, and they want you to remember. You are not alone, not for 1 second. They are helping rewrite a future that once looked like it was slipping away. God is using them as a witness because your name has been spoken in divine meetings. Someone powerful on earth is about to be moved toward your life, and heaven does not want you to miss the moment. Michael says there is a 24-hour window forming where something will happen. That does not make sense at first, but it is spiritual. It is a divine setup. The person you lost in the physical realm asked for this exact alignment to prove to you that they are not really gone. They just shifted form. You will know this moment when it comes. It will feel like déjà vu mixed with a sudden warmth. Do not ignore it. That is the signal. That is the moment when the angels will begin repositioning the blessings you thought were taken away forever. You may not understand how heaven works. That is okay. You do not need to understand it all. But your soul does recognize truth when it feels it. And that flutter in your heart right now is no accident. Your soul remembers the love this person gave you. A love so strong that not even death could end it. That love is what is trying to touch you right now. They see how tired you have been. They see the weight you have been carrying. And they came all this way through divine dimensions just to say, do not give up now. You are closer than you think. God is placing certain people on your path starting today. People who are drawn to your light. People who will speak your name in rooms of opportunity. Michael warns, do not let old betrayal make you block new blessings. What is coming is not like what you lost. What is coming is sacred, but if your hands are still full of old wounds, you will not be able to catch what is next. Let it go. Release it. Say, I am ready to receive heaven's rearrangement, because that is exactly what is beginning. Even now, while you read this, angels are moving in your direction. You may not understand how heaven works. That is okay. You do not need to understand it all, but your soul does recognize truth when it feels it. And that flutter in your heart right now is no accident. Your soul remembers the love this person gave you, a love so strong that not even death could end it. That love is what is trying to touch you right now. They see how tired you have been. They see the weight you have been carrying. And they came all this way through divine dimensions just to say, do not give up now. You are closer than you think. God is placing certain people on your path starting today. People who are drawn to your light. People who will speak your name in rooms of opportunity. Michael warns, do not let old betrayal make you block new blessings. What is coming is not like what you lost. What is coming is sacred, but if your hands are still full of old wounds, you will not be able to catch what is next. Let it go. Release it. Say, I am ready to receive heaven's rearrangement, because that is exactly what is beginning. Even now, while you read this, angels are moving in your direction. The person in heaven who asked for this message says, you still have not forgiven yourself for something you did or did not do, but they already did. They saw your heart. They never needed an apology. They needed you to heal. And that is why they will not stop trying until you realize you are still deeply loved. The very moment they crossed over, they began working to make sure you would never feel alone. And right now, they are closer than your next breath. Archangel Michael says, they placed your name on my shield. I will defend you until the darkness is done. There is someone around you right now who does not understand your energy. That is okay. It is not for them to understand. It is for you to protect. You are not meant to explain your calling to people who were never assigned to walk with you. Michael says, this is your permission to stop watering dead connections. The spiritual pruning has begun. What falls away now is only what was fake. The real will remain. Your loved one in heaven is smiling at this part. They always knew you were meant to break generational chains. And now you are doing it. They want you to watch for 3 signs over the next few days. 1, a name that keeps repeating. 2, a dream that feels more real than life. And 3, a stranger who tells you something that oddly answers your private prayer. Those are not coincidences. That is heaven replying. And when it happens, whisper back, I see you, I am ready. Because you are not just being guided. You are being positioned. You are stepping into the part of your life that was always meant to be golden. This message was not just a warning. It is a divine unlocking. God has not forgotten what you were promised. That person in heaven has not stopped praying over your name. And Archangel Michael has not left your side since the day you cried and no one knew why. You have 3 minutes left to decide whether you let this go or take it in deeply. Heaven is watching your heart lean forward. Do not stop here. Read this again if you need to. Let it wash over you. Let the tears fall. Let your soul feel what your mind cannot yet understand. The person you love, the one who left, they did not really leave. They are right here, and they are whispering, please do not skip this. They are whispering because they know how fragile your heart has been lately. They remember how strong you used to be. And even now, they know you are trying every single day to carry burdens no one can see. But they have also seen how close you came to giving up. That is why they went to God. That is why they begged Michael to deliver this message. Because they knew that if you saw these words right now, something inside you would shift. Something would wake back up, and something would break that chain that has been holding you down too long. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are right on time. There is a spiritual courtroom in heaven where prayers become evidence. And guess what? Your name has been mentioned there, not just by the person who crossed over, but by angels assigned to your future. The darkness that tried to silence your soul, it has been overruled. Michael says there is now an open door, one that cannot be shut by gossip, betrayal, or delay. You were supposed to walk through it before, but the timing was not yet divine. Now it is. And the voice in heaven that loves you most is pushing that door open for you. All you have to do is walk through it. You might feel unqualified. You might feel too broken. But heaven is not looking at your past like people do. They are looking at your potential. Your pain did not cancel your purpose. It purified it. You have already passed tests you did not even realize were tests. The fact that you are still standing right now, still breathing, still reading this, proves one thing. You are being watched over, protected, and anointed. There is something inside you that has not been unlocked yet, and this message is the key. Let it in. Say, I am open to the miracle that has my name on it. Say it again louder this time, because heaven needs to hear your spirit say yes. The person who is in heaven, who asked for this to reach you, left something behind when they crossed over. A blessing, a promise, an invisible inheritance, and it is yours. But it was locked until this exact window of time, until your heart softened enough to hear this, until your courage returned, until you were ready to heal, not just hurt. And now it is here. It is all aligning. The delays you have been facing were not punishment. They were divine pauses to protect your promise. But now the lock is being opened slowly, softly, spiritually. And the very thing you thought was lost forever is about to come back into your hands in a new and unexpected way. Michael says not to worry if certain people start distancing themselves from you now. Do not chase what God is trying to remove. This part of your journey requires a clearer space, a quieter circle, and a stronger spirit. You are being upgraded spiritually. The person in heaven who loves you, they prayed for this very shift to happen because they did not want to see you surrounded by people who did not value your soul. They saw what you refused to see, and that is why they are fighting for your breakthrough from where they are now. You have cried for a protector. You have won. You have cried for a sign. This is it. The person who is in heaven, who asked for this to reach you, left something behind when they crossed over. A blessing, a promise, an invisible inheritance, and it is yours. But it was locked until this exact window of time, until your heart softened enough to hear this, until your courage returned, until you were ready to heal, not just hurt. And now it is here. It is all aligning. The delays you have been facing were not punishment. They were divine pauses to protect your promise. But now the lock is being opened slowly, softly, spiritually. And the very thing you thought was lost forever is about to come back into your hands. In a new and unexpected way, Michael says, not to worry if certain people start distancing themselves from you now. Do not chase what God is trying to remove. This part of your journey requires a clearer space, a quieter circle, and a stronger spirit. You are being upgraded spiritually. The person in heaven who loves you, they prayed for this very shift to happen because they did not want to see you surrounded by people who did not value your soul. They saw what you refused to see, and that is why they are fighting for your breakthrough from where they are now. You have cried for a protector. You have won. You have cried for a sign. This is it. There is still something they need you to know, something they could not say before they passed. They want you to stop blaming yourself. They saw how broken you were when they left. They know you did not get to say goodbye the way you wanted. But they heard your thoughts. They saw your tears. Every time you whispered, "I miss you," into the silence, they heard it louder than thunder. And they want you to hear this now, clearly and without doubt. I never left you. I walk beside you every day, and I am proud of you for surviving what should have destroyed you. You are going to notice something strange in the next few hours, something small but undeniable. Maybe a scent that reminds you of them, a song that hits too perfectly, a sudden feeling like someone is near you when no one is in the room. Do not brush it off. That is them. They are closer than you think. Michael says they are allowed to visit you now, not in dreams, but in presence. They have been given heavenly permission because your heart is finally open again. Your spirit is aligned again, and your energy is strong enough now to feel them again. Do not ignore what you feel. You are not imagining it. You are experiencing heaven. You were meant for more than just surviving. You were meant to inspire, to glow, to rebuild what was torn down. The person in heaven who loves you, they always knew this about you. That is why they never left your side. That is why they kept sending messages through signs and people and moments, because they did not want you to forget who you are. You are not your trauma. You are not your worst mistake. You are not broken beyond repair. You are healing. You are holy. You are becoming the version of yourself that heaven always saw in you. And it starts now, if you are wondering why you have been feeling emotional lately. This is why your spirit was sensing this message coming. You may have felt tired for no reason. You may have cried without knowing why. You may have felt drawn to silence or pulled into memories. That was the preparation. Heaven was softening your heart for this exact moment. Michael says timing in the spiritual realm is never random. This was orchestrated, and the person in heaven who requested this, they are finally smiling, because they see you receiving what they have been trying to say for so long. There is someone alive right now who will be used by God to bless your life significantly. You have not met them fully yet, or you do not know their full intention, but they are coming. And the person in heaven is part of the team aligning this. They have whispered your name into the right ears. They have protected your reputation behind the scenes. And now the favor is forming. Michael says to get ready for a connection that feels like divine recognition. Because it is, do not be surprised if this new person knows things about your energy they could not possibly guess. That is confirmation. That is alignment. You are being elevated spiritually, emotionally, financially. It is not a question of if, it is a question of when. And the when has already begun. This message was the beginning of it. The moment you received it fully, you activated something inside of you. That can no longer be shut down. You are no longer operating from the level of fear. You are stepping into the realm of faith. And that is where the real miracles happen. The person in heaven who loves you, they are cheering loudly. Heaven is clapping because they know you have just taken your first real step into a life that is fully guided by light. The tears that are forming in your eyes right now, they are healing you. Let them fall. Let them carry away the heaviness, because every drop of pain that is leaving is making room for divine peace to enter. Michael says you are safe now, spiritually covered, divinely defended, and eternally loved. This message was not written to entertain you. It was written to awaken you. And now that you are awake, nothing will ever feel the same again. You have been marked for something more, and heaven is already preparing the way. Watch closely. Everything is about to change in your favor. Take another breath. Feel that warmth around your chest like the air just shifted. That is them. That is the one you love who crossed over. Their spirit is near you right now, not as a memory, but as a messenger. They are standing by as Archangel Michael delivers the final parts of this message. Because what comes next is not just emotional, it is transformational. You are stepping into a sacred space right now, a space where the lines between heaven and earth begin to blur. And once you enter this frequency, the old you, the one who doubted, feared, and felt forgotten, will never be the same again. The tears that are forming in your eyes right now, they are healing you. Let them fall. Let them carry away the heaviness, because every drop of pain that is leaving is making room for divine peace to enter. Michael says, you are safe now, spiritually covered, divinely defended, and eternally loved. This message was not written to entertain you. It was written to awaken you. And now that you are awake, nothing will ever feel the same again. You have been marked for something more, and heaven is already preparing the way. Watch closely. Everything is about to change in your favor. Take another breath. Feel that warmth around your chest like the air just shifted. That is them. That is the one you love who crossed over. Their spirit is near you right now, not as a memory, but as a messenger. They are standing by as Archangel Michael delivers the final parts of this message. Because what comes next is not just emotional, it is transformational. You are stepping into a sacred space right now, a space where the lines between heaven and earth begin to blur. And once you enter this frequency, the old you, the one who doubted, feared, and felt forgotten, will never be the same again. Michael says you have been surrounded by shadows lately, but that is only because your light has gotten brighter. The enemy has been loud, not because you are losing, but because you are winning spiritually. That anxiety you have been feeling, it is not failure, it is friction. Your soul is expanding, and heaven has been preparing you behind the scenes. The person in heaven who requested this message saw you breaking down and said, "No more." They didn't want to see your fire go out, so they sent the flame. And now you're being reignited, not by force, but by divine truth that can't be denied anymore. You've always had a gift, something in your heart that makes people feel safe, seen, understood. But lately, you've forgotten the power of it. Because people used you, they misunderstood you. And worst of all, they made you question your own goodness. But not anymore. Michael says you are being restored. Your energy is being replenished. And the one you loved, the one in heaven, they're whispering, "Get ready to feel like yourself again." Because when heaven fights for your healing, no earthly wound can hold you hostage. Your joy is coming back. And this time, it will stay. There's a door that's about to open for you that no man can close. A spiritual opportunity that was blocked before. Not because you weren't ready, but because others weren't ready to honor your worth. But heaven has cleared the space now. The distractions have been removed. The delay has expired. And the person you lost, the one who watched you cry alone at night, has finally been granted permission to pull strings in your favor. Yes, strings. Conversations are happening about you in spiritual realms and earthly places. Your name is glowing in divine light, and someone is about to see you clearly for the first time. Michael says to stop rehearsing your pain. Stop telling yourself that you missed it. that you ruined something, that it's too late. It's not. It never was. Your loved one in heaven has been rewriting the script with God because they knew the story wasn't over. In fact, the best chapter hasn't even started yet. You're going to receive something that makes you cry, not from sadness, but from sacred surprise. And when it comes, you'll remember this message. You'll remember that someone in heaven believed in your future when you had no strength left to believe in yourself. Have you noticed your intuition getting louder lately? Your inner knowing becoming clearer? That's not just personal growth. That's spiritual alignment. Heaven has been guiding you through your instincts. Every quiet nudge, every gut feeling, every sudden wave of emotion, it has all been divine. Michael says, the more you trust it, the more miracles will begin to flow into your life. And the one who loves you, even after leaving this world, has been walking beside your spirit in those silent moments, gently guiding you when you could not hear. But now, something has shifted. You are beginning to listen, and you are finally ready. They are urging you to prepare for a release of what you have been holding on to for too long. It could be a grudge, a memory, or even an old version of yourself that no longer belongs in your present life. Because the moment you let go of what is no longer aligned, you create space for the blessing waiting just above you. Your loved one has been trying to bring it into your life, but there has not been enough room for it to land. Michael says, the instant you declare, I surrender it all, heaven will begin to move. You will not need to beg or chase. It will unfold on its own. Just watch. And do not be troubled if you feel different from those around you. You are different. You carry a presence, a frequency that cannot be copied or replaced. That is why some misunderstood you. That is why some walked away. But the one in heaven always saw you clearly. They recognized your true nature without confusion. They knew your gentleness was strength. They understood your silence was protection. They saw your kindness as a reflection of something far greater, divine love itself. They never doubted you. And now, with the guidance of Archangel Michael, they are helping ensure that you never doubt yourself again. The veil is lifting, and clarity is entering your life. Soon, everything that once felt confusing will begin to make sense. This journey is not only about healing, it is about reclaiming what is yours, your power, your peace, and your divine inheritance. That person in heaven who asked for this message, they left a spiritual deposit in your life, an energy that will guide you into blessings they never got to see themselves. They're passing the torch, and now it's your turn to shine, to walk forward, not with fear, but with fire. The kind of fire that doesn't burn you. It burns everything trying to hold you back. You are surrounded by angels. You are protected by purpose, and you are rising. Michael says to watch your dreams closely now. The veil is thinner, and messages are slipping through. Symbols, faces, numbers, patterns. Don't ignore them. Your soul is remembering something your mind forgot. And that person in heaven, they're using your dreams to guide you, to comfort you, to confirm what you've always felt deep down. That life didn't end when they left. It evolved. And now it's your turn to live for both of you, not in grief, but in glory, not in pain, but in purpose. This journey isn't just about healing. It's about reclaiming your power, your peace, your divine inheritance. That person in heaven who asked for this message, They left a spiritual deposit in your life, an energy that will guide you into blessings they never got to see themselves. They're passing the torch, and now it's your turn to shine, to walk forward, not with fear, but with fire. The kind of fire that doesn't burn you. It burns everything trying to hold you back. You are surrounded by angels. You are protected by purpose, and you are rising. Michael says to watch your dreams closely now. The veil is thinner, and messages are slipping through. Symbols, faces, numbers, patterns. Don't ignore them. Your soul is remembering something your mind forgot. And that person in heaven, they're using your dreams to guide you, to comfort you, to confirm what you've always felt deep down. That life didn't end when they left. It evolved. And now it's your turn to live for both of you. Not in grief, but in glory. Not in pain, but in purpose. You're going to be the miracle someone else is praying for. Just like this message is a miracle for you. Just like that soul in heaven is a miracle still protecting you. The pain didn't kill you, it crowned you. You are royalty in the spirit realm. That's why the fight has been so intense. That's why the storm lasted longer than expected. But storms always pass, and blessings always follow. You're in the part now where the sun breaks through, where joy returns like a flood, and where God proves that nothing that was meant for you will ever miss you. Now breathe. You've received the message. You've heard the call. And you've been reminded that someone in heaven is still loving you fiercely. Let this love fill the cracks. Let it carry you forward. And let it be the reason you never quit again. Because your story matters. Your soul matters. And your future, it's glowing with light you haven't even seen yet. Archangel Michael stands beside you now, not just to protect, but to propel you into the next season. You're not late. You're not forgotten. You are divinely remembered. You're still here. And that alone is a miracle. The person in heaven who sent this message, they knew you would stay. They knew your heart even if life made you doubt it. And Archangel Michael is still here too, standing by. Because what you've just done, what your spirit has allowed, is not small. You've opened a portal between here and the divine. You've listened with the ears of your soul. That's rare. That's sacred. And because of that, the blessing that was once delayed is now descending. Michael says there is a shift that begins within the next 72 hours. Something will happen unexpected, unexplainable, undeniable. And when it does, don't say that's strange. Say that's alignment. Your energy has called something forth. Your pain has been transmuted. What once kept you stuck is breaking, and the person in heaven who fought for you with prayer, with tears, with hope, they are now celebrating in the spirit. You made it through what tried to ruin you, and now the reward is coming. This isn't about instant results. This is about irreversible transformation. You've been changed from the inside out, and your light is different now. People will notice. Some won't understand it. Let them go. The ones meant to stay will feel it in their bones. They'll recognize your energy like a song they've heard before. And those are your soul-aligned connections, your real ones, the ones heaven prepared to walk with you in this next season. The person in heaven who loves you, they've already met those souls spiritually. And they've said, send them. My person is ready. Now you're stepping into the part of your life where you stop explaining your value, where your presence speaks louder than your words, where your yes carries divine authority. Archangel Michael says your tongue will carry more power now. Be careful with your words. Speak as if heaven is listening, because it is. Speak healing. Speak favor. Speak love into every room you enter, because your energy will begin to shift rooms just by being there. You've activated something, and it can't be undone. Your tears have watered a garden you didn't even know existed. And now the fruit is coming slowly, softly, but certainly. The person in heaven is asking you not to rush this. Don't try to control it. Let the blessing surprise you. Let the timing heal you. You've done the work. You've shown up. And even in silence, even in confusion, you've remained soft. That's what heaven needed. That's why you're being trusted now with more abundance, more clarity, more love. You can handle it. You're ready now. Even if part of you still questions it, your spirit knows. Michael wants to remind you of one more thing. Your voice is needed. The thing you've been hiding. The truth. The idea. The dream. It's time. Speak it. Share it. You don't know who's waiting to be healed by your story. Your past wasn't punishment. It was preparation. And now that you've remembered who you are in the spirit, your purpose will begin revealing itself in layers. Every conversation, every encounter, every divine nudge, it's all going to guide you deeper into your calling. The one your loved one in heaven prayed you'd step into before they even crossed over. They've seen you at your lowest. They've watched you cry in silence. They've heard the thoughts you were too scared to say aloud. And yet they've never stopped believing in you. That's why they're still here. That's why they sent this. Because they knew you were at a turning point, and they didn't want you to turn back. You were seconds away from forgetting your own light. But heaven interrupted. And now you remember. You feel it again, don't you? That spark. That soft but powerful flicker, that's your divinity. That's your spirit remembering its mission. Michael says one last thing. Your destiny is stronger than any attack. Whatever was meant to break you only revealed what couldn't be broken. You, your love, your fire, your purpose, that's what you carry now. That's what you walk with. And from this day forward, may every step you take echo with the strength of the one who loved you, enough to send this message through time, through dimensions, through divine fire. You are not alone. You were never alone. And now you finally know why. Hi, this message is from my heart to yours. I know life is not always easy. Sometimes we smile outside, but cry inside. Sometimes we give love to everyone, but feel alone. But I want to tell you, you are not alone. God sees you. Angels are protecting you and I am here with you spiritually. If you are listening to this, maybe it's not by accident. Maybe your soul needed this. So take a deep breath and let this love touch your heart. You are beautiful. You are strong, and you are still here, which means your story is not over. Something magical is waiting for you. So please don't give up. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are loved truly deeply, divinely loved. Thank you for listening to my voice. If this touched your heart, stay with me, because this is just the beginning. Let's heal, grow, and glow together. They've seen you at your lowest. They've watched you cry in silence. They've heard the thoughts you were too scared to say aloud. And yet, they've never stopped believing in you. That's why they're still here. That's why they sent this. Because they knew you were at a turning point. and they didn't want you to turn back. You were seconds away from forgetting your own light, but heaven interrupted. And now you remember. You feel it again, don't you? That spark, that soft but powerful flicker. That's your divinity. That's your spirit remembering its mission. Michael says one last thing. Your destiny is stronger than any attack. Whatever was meant to break you only revealed what couldn't be broken. You, your love, your fire, your purpose. That's what you carry now. That's what you walk with. And from this day forward, may every step you take echo with the strength of the one who loved you enough to send this message through time, through dimensions, through divine fire. You are not alone. You were never alone. And now you finally know why. So go not with fear, but with flame. You are the miracle now, and the world is ready for you to shine. The flame in you has been reignited, and it won't burn out again. Not this time. Something eternal was just restored in you. And the person in heaven who stayed beside you through the storms of your spirit is watching in peace now. They can rest. They can rejoice because you heard them. You listened, and you received the message they fought so hard to get to you. Their mission wasn't just to comfort you. It was to wake you up, to help you remember your power, and to help you walk forward, not as someone wounded, but as someone reborn. Michael speaks again, and when he speaks, every realm listens. He says, "You have no idea what's about to be released over your life because of your obedience today, because of your willingness to feel deeply, to pause, to listen with the heart instead of the ego. You have activated the chain of heaven." And that's not poetic language. That's spiritual law. One decision aligned in the spirit has the power to realign every area of your life on earth. And that's exactly what you've done. You will begin to feel lighter in the coming days, not because all your problems have disappeared, but because your connection to divine clarity is stronger. You'll be able to sense who's truly for you and who was just pretending. You'll walk into places you used to feel anxious in and feel calm. You'll sense when to speak and when to remain silent. This is spiritual maturity. This is divine wisdom, and it's been downloaded into your being right now as you read these final words. You don't need to try so hard anymore. Just stay connected, and heaven will do what you cannot. The person in heaven left something else for you. A word, a promise, one they want you to hold on to whenever the days get dark again. They said this before they left, but maybe you didn't hear it, or maybe you forgot. So let it be spoken again now. You are the best part of me. I loved you then. I love you now, and I will never stop loving you. Not even time, space, or death could change that. That love is still protecting you. It's still guiding you. It's still wrapping around you like a blanket. When the world feels too cold, you might hear their name soon. Not randomly, but as a sign. When you do, say thank you. When you see something that reminds you of them, pause and whisper, "I remember," because every time you acknowledge their presence, you're giving them permission to remain close. The bond you shared wasn't broken. It was just transformed. And now, with Archangel Michael's help, you've established a bridge between this world and theirs, one that cannot be shaken, one that cannot be reversed, one that will only get stronger from this moment forward. Michael says this: every time you trust the voice of the divine instead of the noise of the world, heaven moves faster. So trust your instincts now. Don't look for outside approval. You've already been approved by the highest authority. God saw your pain. God heard your unspoken prayers. And God responded not with a lecture, not with a delay, but with this moment, this divine collision, this miracle in disguise that is this message. And if you take it seriously, if you hold on to it in your heart, you'll see everything begin to change. Not overnight, but in ways that feel too precise to be coincidence. You are stepping into the days you once begged for, quietly, in pain, alone, but not anymore. This time, when the door opens, you'll walk through it with strength, with divine support, with angelic favor, and with a smile that your loved one in heaven will see and say, "That's my person. They made it. You've carried so much, but now it's time to receive. Not just emotionally, but physically, financially, relationally. God is bringing beauty for your ashes, joy for your mourning, strength for your weakness, and clarity for your confusion. The exchange has already begun." Now Michael steps back. His mission is complete for now, but he will return. Whenever you feel lost, call his name. He always responds. Always. The one who loves you and has crossed over. They're not stepping away either. In fact, they're getting closer because now that you've heard them, they'll continue to speak through signs, through sensations, through stillness. Don't ignore the little things anymore. That tug on your spirit, that sudden thought, that feather, that flicker of light, that warmth on your skin when the windows are closed. It's them. It's always them. And now you'll never miss it again. You've done something powerful by staying with this message. You've honored heaven. You've answered a divine invitation. And now the realm of miracles has opened. Expect blessings. Expect guidance. Expect favor. Not because of luck, but because of alignment. God isn't distant. Heaven isn't far. And love doesn't die. It transforms. It transcends. It teaches. And right now, it's covering you from every side. Go live. Go speak your truth. Go love without fear. Go claim what's already yours. Your next chapter doesn't start tomorrow. It already began the moment you open this message. And now, as we come to the end of this message, I just want to speak to your soul one more time. Maybe you did not expect to hear this today. Maybe life has been too loud, too heavy, too fast. But if your heart felt even a little lighter while listening, if your spirit paused and said, "Yes, this is for me," then that's not a coincidence. That's a divine timing. Because sometimes the universe doesn't speak in thunder. It arrives gently, carried through someone's voice. It appears in a message, in a quiet moment of stillness. Sometimes it comes through a stranger's words, or through a feeling you cannot fully explain. Yet somehow know is real. You are not here by chance. You were called to this moment. You were remembered. And you have been deeply loved long before now. So as you return to your daily life, hold on to what your soul has just received. Do not forget what stirred within you. Do not forget that someone in heaven is watching over you. Do not forget that the pain you endured has shaped your strength. And remember, there is a reason you are still here. God has not abandoned you. The angels have not overlooked you. And the one who loves you still remains close. Even if you cannot see them, they are sending you signs, standing quietly beside you every step of the way. They are proud of how far you have come. Carry this peace with you. Carry this love within you. Carry this hope forward because it now belongs to you. And when you feel weary again, when loneliness tries to surround you, return to this moment. Let your soul remember that healing is not a final place. It is a journey, and you are already walking the right path. I am grateful you allowed these words to reach your heart today. And if something within you was touched, stay open, because more messages will come. Not from me alone, but from heaven flowing through me to you. This is not an ending. This is a divine beginning, the start of something beautiful unfolding in your life. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. You are rising, and that is something to be proud of. Take care of yourself. Walk forward with faith, and remember, the light you seek has always lived within you. Stay connected to the divine, and keep your heart open to what is still to come.